Hello, my cute patooties, and welcome the frick in. We are here live with my Twitch. Would you like to say hello to the YouTube gang? We are going to be listening to Sleep Token. This is the song called Calcutta, and this is a music video. And we don't get a ton of those with Sleep Token, so I'm very interested to see what's going to be happening. I was told this is one of their earliest songs, and one of the few, if only, was it few or only? It's the only time the whole band appears in a music video, which is pretty freaking cool. So I'm excited to jump into that. But before we do, just a friendly reminder to please like and subscribe. And yeah, my cuties, let's jump into it. Shall we? Okay, gorgeous freaking vocals! I mean, Vessel always has gorgeous freaking vocals, but this is just so freaking, it is very beautiful. It is purely clean vocals, and it's just also interesting, some of the shots, because you have kind of like him crawling on the floor with, you know, his regular kind of outfit, and then you get a close-up of like his lower jaw. And it's just interesting that they focus just on one half of his face, and they really focus on like this tooth here, which is kind of like, I think it's like your vampire teeth, quote unquote. But it's kind of like, these tend to be kind of like the pointier ones of your teeth, which make me kind of think like there's a bit of that, yeah, canine, thank you, canine teeth. Vampire teeth. You know where my head is. But like, it's kind of like it's kind of like when dogs bare their teeth, you know, it's like a sign of like, don't fuck with me kind of thing. Like, not necessarily like they're gonna get aggressive with you, but it's kind of like that warning sign of like, hey, back the F up. And it kind of just gives me that energy, and I don't know if that's what they're doing on purpose, and kind of like having that kind of danger kind of feeling to it. But it's just an interesting shot, and it does really seem to focus on the canines. Coming to the lyrics, I'm caught, tangled in, wrapped and quartered, tripping up and over, time lived again, for just a moment, missing pieces, find me. I sweat and I ache for your eyes and the way you breathe. And I wake, say your name. And I wake, say your name. You're more than warm belief, melting skyward, more than silence broken, I'm whole again, for just a moment till the morning comes. It's also interesting to hear kind of like, some of the earlier stuff in Sleep Token, given kind of the album Take Me Back to Eden that really blew up, and you know, all of the love and strife and pain that kind of came with quote unquote Eden. And so when I listen to something like this, it's kind of like the moments before all of the stuff that happened in Take Me Back to Eden album, you know? Like it kind of gives like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like the precursor. It's like the beginning of the story. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to listen to this. Man, the shapes in the darkness are just like straining to see what it is.
You are more than one belief.
Oh, shiz! I went ahead, sorry.
Sing skywards, more than silence broken. I'm whole again for just a moment till the morning
The layering, man. Oh. Also, is that one of the first masks that Vessel wears? I'm assuming it is. It's also interesting to see kind of like the progression of the masks that he wears. But let's continue.
Oh, she said you'd better believe it. Mike said you don't know. You said you better
Oh, interesting.
Time lived again for just a moment. Missing pieces find me and I'm whole again for just a moment. Missing pieces find me. Time lived again for just a moment. Missing pieces find me alive. Whole again, whole
it sounds like the music's getting like suffocated. It just feels so dark. I always love freaking sleeptoken stuff because like they oh no, that's okay. Because they always like there's just so much to kind of like I don't know, like I don't know if it's something about sleep token I feel like just clicks with my brain, and not that I'm necessarily getting like their original message, but like it just like makes me think of stuff. Like it just like it pops stuff out in my brain. So like one with the really like almost like fuzzy like really heavy guitar that was going on, and then those like backing vocals that were like vocalizing and not really saying anything but just kind of vocalizing, was creating this kind of almost like tortured sound. And then as it slowly faded out, it became almost like muffled, and so it made me think of like, you know, like, you know, and then as the song progressed, especially there at the end, time lived again for just a moment, missing pieces find me, and I'm whole again, whole again. But as that goes, you start to see like black on his teeth, and then blood mixed in with the black, and then it just makes me think like, when they're with this person, it makes them feel whole again, but it doesn't fix like the darkness that's inside of them. It's kind of like a band-aid, you know? Like it's not, another person cannot fix you, only you can fix yourself, but it's kind of like that's an easy way to feel better again, you know? And that person makes you feel alive again, but it's like there's stuff going on inside that seeps out. And it always seeps out kind of thing. Like it just like, I don't know what it freaking is with Sleep Token, but they always get me freaking thinking stuff. And again, not necessarily like that might not have been their intention, but that's, I always get something out of Sleep Token. And I think their music is really beautiful. It's crazy to me that Vessel literally is the songwriter for a lot of their music. Solely Vessel, which just seems like loco to me, because he's also obviously he's singing and stuff, and his vocals are gorgeous, but then the lyrics are always so interesting, and so like raw and poetic. Like it's so freaking talented, and also just really cool to see the rest of the band. Like not obviously see them, but like see them in the music video. And also to see the progression of like their masks, because Vessel originally had that full face mask that was very like almost like doll-esque. Like it was very like just shiny and very like, there was a little bit of red, but not as much red as he had like in the Take Me Back to Eden album. And it was like a full face one. And then the rest of the band members just had like bags over their head with it painted on their face. So it's just interesting to see kind of like the beginning, and then obviously with the Take Me Back to Eden that really blew up. But to see kind of their earlier stuff, that was really enjoyable. So thank you guys so much for recommending that. I hope that you enjoyed my reaction to this. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you cutie patooties in the next one. Bye, y'all.